Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2021 year-end commencement exercises of the Polytechnic University of the Philippines. Processional. The Deans of Colleges and Institute. College of Accountancy and Finance. College of Architecture, Design and Built Environment. College of Arts and Letters. College of Business Administration. College of Communication, College of Computer and Information Sciences, College of Education, College of Engineering, College of Human Kinetics, College of Political Science and Public Administration, College of Social Sciences and Development, College of Science, College of Tourism, Hospitality and Transportation Management, Institute of Technology, Graduate School, Open University System. The Vice Presidents. Vice President for Branches and Campuses, Professor Pascualito B. Gatan. Vice President for Finance, Ms. Marisa J. Ligaspi. Vice President for Administration, Mr. Adam V. Ramilo. Vice President for Student Affairs and Services, Dr. Sinaida R. Sarmiento. Vice President for Research, Extension, Planning and Development, Dr. Ana Ruby P. Gapasin. Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Emmanuel C. de Guzman. Executive Vice President, Professor Alberto C. Gilio. Members of the Board of Regents, Honorable Romel S. Gonzaga, Honorable Jerilyn L. Pilar, Honorable Ramir M. Cruz, Honorable Antonio C. Moncupa Jr., Honorable Danilo L. Bello, Honorable Jose B. Patalinhog III, Honorable Rowena M. Dalusong, Honorable Mark Go, represented by Honorable Ron P. Salo, Honorable Emmanuel Jose Joel Villanueva, Honorable Ronald L. Adamat, Chairperson, PUP Board of Regents and Commissioner, Commission on Higher Education, Associate Professor Rolando M. Covero Jr., University and Board Secretary, carrying the mace of the University, Dr. Manuel M. Muhi, PUP President, Miss Bernadette L. Nacario, Country Director, Google Philippines, Commencement Speaker. Doxology.
O Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the works thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the mighty thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Kailanman ikaw ang iibigin ko, kailanman ikaw ang sasambahin ko. Ikaw ang aking Diyos, walang iba kundi ikaw, aking Panginoon, sa kawalang hanggan. Kailanman ikaw ang pupurihin ko, kailanman itataas dakilang ngalan mo. Sa buhay ko ihahayag ang kapurihan mo. Kailanman, O Diyos, ako'y sa'yo. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Kailanman ikaw ang iibigin ko, kailanman itataas dakilang ngalan mo. Sa buhay ko ihahayag ang kapurihan mo. Kailanman, O Diyos, kailanman, O Diyos, kailanman, O Diyos, ako'y sa'yo. How great thou art, how great thou art.
The Philippine National Anthem.
Bayang magiliw, pelas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisihin. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong wagaw, may dilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng wataw at mo'y tagumpay na nagdiningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. lupa ng araw na buhay at ipagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Presentation of candidates for graduation.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the candidates for the 2021 year-end graduation from the different colleges, the graduate school, and the Open University system. The graduation of these candidates was approved by the University Academic Council and confirmed by the Board of Regents.
Conferment of degrees by University President Dr. Manuel M. Muhi.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Charter of the University and the Board of Regents, I hereby confer upon you the degrees for which you have been recommended with all the rights, honors, and privileges, as well as the obligations and responsibilities hereunto appertaining.
Awarding of plaque of appreciation to the commencement speaker as outstanding alumna.
It takes much more than skills and talents to achieve one's dreams and aspirations. It takes guts, perseverance, and unwavering commitment to excellence, all while being humble and service-oriented. Such is the thinking of our awardee today, whose idea of leadership and success is not the glory of herself, but the glory of those whom she leads. She is a staunch believer that a leader's success is measured by the success of her own people. As she rises from success to success in the corporate world, where leadership is a distinct advantage, she has relied on this conviction to guide her. Our awardee is a product of the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, College of Accountancy. She took units of master's degree at De La Salle University for the program Master in Business Administration, and pursued further education at the Helsinki School of Economics in Finland. Their wide area of expertise includes information technology, business and sales management, brand management, business development, marketing and communications management, strategy formulation and execution, and creation of support infrastructure for tech industry. With her 30 years of solid experience in the technology industry, she held various leadership positions for other reputable tech brands such as Apple, IBM, HP, Microsoft, YouTube, and Siemens. Recently, she was appointed as the country director of Google Philippines, where she manages the overall country and cross-functional operation of the company covering advertising, cloud, waste, BPO, and others. She also represents the organization at regional management meetings and business planning in several countries throughout the Asia Pacific, the United States, and Europe. The organizations she worked for have seen significant growth and profit because of her leadership. With the help of her team, they have reached the pinnacle of success. Awarded multiple leadership and achievement awards, as well as best revenue performance and other honors for her remarkable dedication to fostering growth in others. She has demonstrated accomplishment through her love for leading and creating success. On this 24th day of September 2021, on the occasion of the Polytechnic University of the Philippines Academic Year 2020-2021 year-end commencement exercises, the university hereby awards Ms. Bernadette Nacario, Country Director, Google Philippines, the highest recognition as Outstanding Alumna of Sintang Paaralan.
Good morning, everyone. I am so honored to be part of this momentous event. Thank you so much for inviting me. Dr. Manuel Muhi, Professor Alberto Gilio, Dr. Emmanuel de Guzman, Professor Adam Ramilo, Dr. Zenaida Sarmiento, Dr. Ana Ruby Gapasin, Professor Pascualito Gatan, Ms. Marisa Legaspi, other officers and distinguished faculty of PUP, proud parents, guests, and to the amazing 2021 graduates, a pleasant day to you all. I can't believe that I'm addressing your commencement exercise. I still remember the excitement of wearing my graduation gown, seeing the happiness of my parents, and getting ready for my graduation from this university many years back. How fast time flies. And now, I'm in front of you to share my life story years after I left this university. Before I start, I just want you to know that it feels good to be back. However, it could have been better if we're together in one place, but it's just not possible this time. Thanks to technology for the opportunity to address you virtually. Technology. Yes, that's where I spent my years after graduation. I can vividly remember my excitement of getting a job, determined to fulfill my childhood dream of becoming a manager. Back then, success to me meant becoming a manager. When I was a student, I always thought that working is more exciting than studying because you can earn money. However, I realized that if you don't do a good job as a student, you owe it to yourself and your parents. But if you are working and don't perform, you owe it to the company, the stockholders, the people you work with, including clients and business partners. In short, it is a big responsibility. After graduation, the thought of having my first salary made me more eager to get a job. Being a graduate of Bachelor in Accountancy, it was not that difficult to find one. I got my first job 2 months after graduation. It was a short stint, but I learned so much from this unique experience, further fueling my passion to succeed. I was fortunate to join a local IT distributor as an accounting assistant. After a few months, top management noticed my interest in marketing and brand management, which paved the way for me to shift to a different field. Gratitude is the memory of the heart. I will always look back and be grateful to the people who helped me discover and unleash my potential. That started my career journey in information technology. It was a realization that I have this passion for business development and brand management. I enjoyed every part of my role and didn't mind the long working hours because I was doing something that's so close to my heart. One of the lessons I learned is to trust your instinct, follow your heart, but take your brain with you. From then on, I have been blessed with very good opportunities. Every step of the way, I never compromised my values, my passion to excel, and my motivation to make a difference. It all resulted in leadership roles in reputable tech companies like IBM, Microsoft, Siemens, Hewlett Packard, Apple, and at present, Google. You may think that it was all a bed of roses. As we know it, life in itself cannot be perfect. There were a number of challenges that came my way. I have to tell you that there will be challenges that come from even dealing with the people you need to work, which could affect your career growth. These are situations that made me pause and reflect on what I want to accomplish, who I want to be, and why I want to do it. As you go up the ladder, the more complicated it becomes. The higher your role, the bigger responsibilities that you will have. It's not anymore about you and your personal success. You have an obligation to make the people around you and the business that you manage successful. Today is an important milestone in your life. I'm sure of the many sacrifices and hard work that you and your family have done to get you to this important day. This is a day of gratitude to all the people who helped and guided you along the way. Hug and thank them for making this day possible. As you open a new chapter in your life, let me share lessons that I learned in my own journey. Everything starts with a dream, so don't be afraid to have one. Dreams are north stars that guide our paths, motivate us, and lead us to where our passion is pulling us. It is okay to dream big, but be prepared to work hard for it. I spent long hours and even sacrificed some personal fun time in favor of my work. There are times that it needs to be done. I realize, though, that dream alone will not make you happy. You need to know your purpose. Achievement becomes meaningful when you know why you are doing it. Find that life purpose and align your dream with it. From the childhood dream of becoming a manager, it has evolved into a purpose driven leadership mindset. The desire to make a difference never changed, but the intent of the change that I want to bring has transformed. It goes beyond personal success. It is about how I can add value to create a positive change. There is no doubt that the road ahead is exciting and full of opportunities. It will be fun and full of new discoveries, but it will not be easy. It will never be. You will meet all kinds of people who can either be blessings or part of your life lessons. No matter what, be kind and always treat them well. In the many years of my career, I experienced bumps and reasons to give up. However, I see every obstacle as an opportunity to learn and be a better version of myself. When this happens to you, go back to your purpose and dream. That will inspire you to go on. Trust yourself and what you can contribute to this world. The uncertainties of this pandemic can change your plan and your timetable, but not your purpose and dream. Pivot, if necessary, without compromising your purpose. As you experience the taste of success, never allow it to get into your head. Remain simple, humble, and again, never compromise your values. That defines you as a person. Lastly, success is not about wealth, title, or prestige. That alone will not bring you fulfillment. Instead of choosing a life of success, choose a life of significance. May God bless and guide you all as you embark into this new journey. Congratulations, 2021 graduates. We are all proud of you and the impact that you will make in this world. Thank you once again for the opportunity to be part of this momentous event. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Awarding of medals and distribution of diplomas to honor graduates. Distribution of diplomas. The valedictory address to be delivered by Miss Marivet M. Casanova, magna cum laude.
Sa ating kagalang-galang na Pangulo, Dr. Manuel M. Muhi, sa ating commencement speaker, Ms. Bernadette L. Nacario, sa mga dekano, dekana, mga tagapangulo, mga kawani at mga daluguro, mga magulang, mga kaibigan at mga kamag-anak na buong pusong sumusuporta at sa mga kapwa ko nagsisipagtapos, isang mapagpalang araw. Kamusta ka? Isang makapangyarihang salita sa panahon ng pandemya. Pinalalambot kasi nito ang mga pusong nagtatago sa kalungkutan at kawalan ng pag-asa. Kaya aminin mo man o hindi, alam kong sumasaya ka sa tuwing makatatanggap ng pangungumusta. Ikaw, kamusta ka? Kumusta kayo? Hangad ko na nasa maayos na kalagayan ng lahat. Isang karangalan ang makapagsalita sa inyong harapan at namnaming muli ang pagkakakilanlan bilang iskolar ng bayan. Hindi ko makalilimutan ng unang pagkakataong inangkin ko ang katawagang ito. June 19, 2017. Walang pagsidla ng tuwa. Sa wakas, makapag-aaral na muli matapos ang 5 taong pagkakahinto, bunsod ng kahirapan. At ngayon, September 24, 2021, wala ring pagsidlan ang saya. Dahil sa wakas, napagtagumpayan ko kasama ng mga kapwa ko nagsisipagtapos ang hamon ng buhay, kolehiyo. Ang PUP ay pamantasang utak ang puhunan. Kahit salat ka sa yaman, basta't may diskarte, makapagtatapos ka. Sa tuwing kakalamang sikmura, bubusugin ang sarili sa biskwit at tagli-5 pisong tubig mula sa automatic tubig machine. At syempre, mawawala ba naman ang anlilugaw? Sa tuwing walang pambili ng project, pampamasahe, o pangrenta ng bahay, ay hindi nag-aalinlangang maghanap ng trabaho. Sa tuwing walang pambili ng libro, nagtitiis sa library. Sa tuwing sasakit ang pantog o tinatawag ng kalikasan, tatakbo sa College of Law, sa Labhay, o sa pinakamalapit na dorm ng kamag-aral. Sa tuwing walang lamesa o upuan, kukuha sa kabilang room o kabilang wing pa man. Marami pa ring pinagtiisan ang mga scholar ng bayan tulad ng maiingay at maiinit na silid-aralan, amoy ng ilog Pasig, pagtawat pag-iyak sa mga recitation, exam, At lalo na ang thesis na sumubok sa pagkakaibigan ng mga magkakagrupo at kawalan ng kagustuhang magpatuloy kung minsan. Normal naman talaga yun. Ang mahalaga, pagkatapos mag-breakdown, titindig muli at magpapatuloy. Ang mala roller coaster na ride na buhay, kolehiyo. Ang mga dahilan upang mas maging matatag, madiskarte, at makulay ang paglalakbay ng mga scholar ng bayan. Akala ng marami, ang PUP ay pugad ng mga aktivista lamang. Proud po akong makasama sa mga unity walk na isinagawa sa Batasan at Mendiola. Ang mga ingay na ibinubulahaw ay sadyang makabuluhan. Ngunit proud ko rin pong sasabihin na ang PUP ay isang pamantasang una ang Panginoon. Marami rito ang nagpe-prayer walk, nagbabahagi ng mabuting balita, at naglulunsad ng mga aktibidad na may kinalaman sa pag-asa at pananampalataya na higit na nakatutulong sa mga scholar ng bayan upang buong tapang na harapin ang pagsubok sa buhay. Sa pagkakataon pong ito, binabalik ko sa Panginoon ang buong pusong papurit pasasalamat sa pagbibigay niya sa akin ng tamang community sa loob at labas ng PUP, sa pagbibigay niya ng karunungan at palagiang paggabay sa mga biyaya na aking tinamasa lalo't higit sa buhay at kaligtasan. Mapalad akong masaksihan at maging kaisa sa pananatiling PUP, pamantasang una sa pagmamalasakitan ng ating sintang paaralan. Andyan ang kabi-kabilang community pantry, ang paghahatid ng mga stranded na mag-aaral, ang paggawa at pamimigay ng alkohol, ang pagkakaroon ng konsiderasyon ng mga dalubguro sa pagbibigay ng mga gawain, ang palagiang paglulunsad ng mga lektura tungkol sa physical at mental health, at marami pang iba. Kitang-kita ang gabay at suporta sa mga scholar ng bayan para masigurong walang bibitaw sa hamon ng pandemya, lalo pat hindi naman lahat ay may kakayahang makasabay sa pinabagong edukasyon. Tunay na wala tayong maibibigay sa iba kung wala tayo nito. Kaya buong galak tayong makapagbibigay ng malasakit sa ating kapwa at sa bayan dahil una tayong pinagmalasakitan ng PUP. Nais ko pong bigyan ng taus-pusong pasasalamat ang dedikasyon ng mga dalubguro sa pagtuturo kahit pa man ang ilan ay hindi gamay ang paggamit ng gadget at madalas sila pa ang nauunang madisconnect ng internet. Nakakalungkot. Gayunpaman, masigla pa rin na itatawid ang paghahatid ng dekalidad na edukasyon. Maraming salamat po sa pagsisigurong walang mapag-iiwanan. Ang inyo pong mga ibinigay na aral ay aming babaunin lagi at amin ring ipamamahagi. Kung puso rin po akong nagpapasalamat sa Kolehiyo ng Artes at Literatura para sa malugod na pagtanggap sa amin at pagpapakilala ng programang nagpaigting ng aming pagka-Pilipino at nagpaigting ng kagustuhan kong maging guro. Sa milyong-milyong manggagawa, maraming salamat po. Dahil hindi namin matatamo ang edukasyong mayroon kami ngayon, kung hindi dahil sa buwis na iniambag ninyo. Malapit na. Malapit na at kami naman ang kikilos upang maging pagpapala rin sa iba. Sa mga minamahal kong ABF 41, pagbati, worth it lahat ng puyat, iyak, mga pagtatalo at pagtutulungan at pagsusumikap natin. Maraming salamat sa 4 na taong siksik, liglig at umaapaw na saya at pagkatuto. Mga kapwa ko nagsisipagtapos, pagbati. Ang ating pagtatapos ay pasimula pa lamang ng mas umaatikabong pagsubok, ngunit alam kong lahat ay kakayanin natin dahil matibay ang pagkakapanday sa atin ng sintang paaralan. Huwag sana tayong huminto. Huwag sanang huminto ang bawat isa sa paghahangad at pagkilos para sa ikauunlad ng ating bayan. At syempre, sa inyo, inay at tatay. I love you. Malapit na ho kayong magka-teacher. Mayroon na rin tayong kauna-unahang miyembro ng pamilya na nakapagtapos ng kolehiyo. Maraming salamat sa pagmamahal, suporta at sakripisyo ninyo para makapagtapos lamang ako. At sa Real Life Foundation, maraming salamat po sa pagtitiwala sa aming mga scholar. Tatanawin po naming malaking utang na loob ang pag-i-invest ninyo para sa academic at spiritual growth namin. Bago ko po tuluyang tapusin ang speech na ito, hayaan ninyo akong magbigay ng payo't hamon sa mga nahinto katulad ko at natatakot ng sumubok sa kolehiyo. Tandaan po ninyong hindi pa unahan ang pagkukolehiyo. Wala itong age limit. Panahon na siguro para huwag nang ikahon ang inyong mga sarili sa takot at pag-aalinlangan. Tindig na! At tulad namin, makakamit nyo rin ang tamis ng tagumpay. Naniniwala kami sa inyo. Muli, pagbati sa lahat ng mga nagsisipagtapos, lalo't higit sa mga magulang. Ako po si Maribeth M. Casanova, kinatawa ng Batch 2021. Maraming salamat po, padayon.
The Pledge of Loyalty to be led by Honorable Regent Jean Paul Martires.
Itaas ang kanang kamay at ulitin ang aking mga sasabihin. Ako si
Angelito Fernando
na nagtapos ng kursong
Bachelor in Physical Education
ay buong pusong nanunumpa
Ay buong
pusong nanunumpa
na magiging tapat sa lahat ng panahon
sa lahat ng
sa mga adhikain, panuntunan at prinsipyo ng Politeknikong Universidad ng Pilipinas.
at prinsipyo ng Politeknikong Universidad ng Pilipinas.
Ang aking sintang paaralan.
Ang aking sintang paaralan
At sa organisasyon ng mga alumni
at sa
organisasyon ng mga alumni
na kumakatawan dito.
na kumakatawan.
Ako ay nangangako na pagyayamanin ko ang aking napiling profesyon na may paggalang sa mga alituntunin ng universidad at sa mga batas ng Pilipinas. Hindi ako gagawa ng anumang bagay na ikasasama ng kanyang pangalan, bagkus ay aking itataguyod ang kanyang pangalan, lalong ikahuhusay
ang kanyang
pangalan lalong ikakahusay
at ikabubunyi ng kanyang pangalan. Bilang iskolar ng bayan na kumikilala sa Estado sa kanyang malaking ambag sa aking pag-aaral, inaalay ko ang aking buhay, husay at talino, bilang kapaki-pakinabang na mamamayan ng Pilipinas. Ako ay maglilingkod sa aking kapwa-tao para sa ikauunlad ng aking bayan. Ipinapangako ko na maging matapat at malayang susuporta sa mga adhikain at programa ng mga asosasyon ng alumni ng Politeknikong Universidad ng Pilipinas.
Sa mga adhikain at programa ng Asosasyon ng mga Alumni ng Politeknikong Universidad ng Pilipinas.
Lahat ng ito ay aking tutupdin nang walang anumang pasubali o pag-aalinlangan. Kasiyahan nawa ako ng may kapal.
Kasiyahan nawa ako ng buong may kapal.
Mabuhay ang mga bagong nagsipagtapos.
The PUP Hymn.
Maganda at mapagpalang araw po, isang karangalan ang makasama kayo ngayong araw na ito sa atin pong hinahangaang Pangulo ng Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Dr. Manuel Muhi, mga opisyal, mga dekano, mga propesor, mga kawani ng ating pamantasan, mga iskolar ng bayan, mga magsisipagtapos. Muli mapagpalang araw po. Laman po ng mga diskurso sa social media at virtual meetings kung alin ang mas mahalaga sa gitna ng pandemya. Ang kalusugan o ang pagpapatuloy ng edukasyon ng ating mga kabataan. Batid po naming matagal nang nakikiisa sa mga panawagan para sa academic ease ang ating mga scholar ng bayan dito sa PUP. Kaugnay po ito ng katotohanang hindi madali ang new normal. Maaaring paulit-ulit pa rin ang tanong sa isipan ng ilang estudyante, mga magulang at guro. Is higher education worth it at time of a pandemic? Bilang hepe ng Labor Committee at Higher Education Committee dito sa Senado, klaro po sa atin, kailangan ng edukasyon sa pagbangon. Subalit kailangan pangalagaan din ang kalusugan ng lahat. Kabilang na po ang mental health ng ating mga guro at mga estudyante. Bilang mga scholar, batid niyo po na tungkulin ng Estado na tiyakin na hindi po kayo madedehado sa sistema ng edukasyon ngayon. Aaminin ko po na malaking hamon ito sa parehong sangay ng ehukatibo at lehislatura ng gobyerno. Pero ang totoo, mas mabigat ang hamon ng krisis na ito sa bawat isa sa inyo. Kailangan po kasi na mas magmadali kayo para matutunan ang maraming mga bagay, makahanap ng oportunidad sa mga disruptions at makasabay sa mga pagbabago. Huwag po kayong matakot. Lahat ng kailangan nyo para magtagumpay ay alam kong nasa inyo na. Isip, puso, at talino. Bilang inyong empleyado dito sa Senado, umaksyon po tayo para tiyaking masuportahan kayo ng pamahalaan. Bilang inyong kapwa PUP yan, isinulong po natin ang pondo para sa mga smart campuses. Inaksyonan po natin na maisama sa listahan ang mga essential workers, kagaya ng ating mga guro at kawani ng ating mga pamantasan. Isinabatas na rin po natin ang Doktor para sa Bayan Act para sa mga gustong mag-aral ng medisina at maglingkod sa mga pampublikong ospital. Kapwa ko PUP-yan, humahanga po ako sa inyo dahil sa inyong kritikal at pagkakaroon ng bukas na isipan sa mga nangyayari sa ating pamahalaan at lipunan. Dahil po dito, buo ang aming loob na handa na kayong pumalaot sa mundo. Hindi lang para tuparin ang inyong mga pangarap, kundi higit sa lahat, paglingkuran ang ating Diyos at bayan. Congratulations po at mabuhay ang mga scholar ng bayan. Maraming salamat at pagpalain po tayo ng ating Panginoong Diyos.
Greetings of peace to one and all. To PUP President Dr. Bong Muhi, former President Manidi Guzman, Vice President Lito Gatan, to all the senior and junior officials of PUP graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor that I speak before you on this very memorable and significant occasion where we send our graduates from the portals of this great university, the Polytechnic University of the Philippines. I feel proud and happy seeing all of you today, along with your parents, professors, and university officials, to celebrate your achievements amidst these challenging, extraordinary, and difficult times. We know that it was for you a long and exhausting but very rewarding journey. As chair of the PUP Governing Board and as commissioner of the Commission on Higher Education, I congratulate all of you, dear graduates, for managing to show flexibility, resiliency, adaptability, and perseverance all these times, and for finishing your studies and achievements your goal. We know that the COVID-19 pandemic made us all realize how fragile normality is, that in the blink of an eye, the whole world drastically changed. What we had previously not expected to happen had happened, and what we had taken for granted, dreaded, and feared become the new normal. Thankfully, you all survived. You all succeeded. You are now ready to step out of the portals of your alma mater. Academically equipped, technologically trained, and morally inspired. I am confident that the next chapter of your lives as new members of the nation's workforce will be defined by the education you receive, the kind of education that is transformative, one that will empower you to see the world differently and through an ethical lens in order for you to be able to challenge the status quo as agents of change. This is what I mean when I said in one of my quotes that, and I quote myself, education must be grounded on values. Without values, education will never amount to the upright transformation of a person, unquote. Yes, your values are more important than your knowledge, training, and expertise because they guide and motivate you how to use them in your professional life. Be of help always. Make yourselves available for nation building. Help and serve one another. Be creative. Learn to innovate. Adapt. This is the essence of your education. In a few moments, you will step out of the portals of this great university. Let me remind you not to forget always. Try to learn more about what the country needs. Know that the country needs people who will be agents of justice and peace. Know that the country needs people who will be agents of good governance and development. Know that the country needs people who will be agents of courage, hope, resilience, and perseverance, especially in these times of pandemic and great upheavals. Be therefore the agents of change. For what is education if you cannot use it to change the world? Just as what I said in my recent song composition entitled, Education Builds the Future. And I quote, education is everyone's concern, that all people should acquire as a weapon to change the world, for us all to live in peace and in prosperity, unquote. Make your education a weapon that will wipe out evils in this world. Make it flatten poverty. Make it vaporize injustice. Make it destroy indifferences. Make it disappear unpeace. You graduate today, but be the person you dream to be. Remember though, that dreams could happen not by hashtags alone, Twitter or Facebook posts, but through perseverance, dedication, and action. So, go out into the world where your education is needed. Go into the world where your ideas could change peoples and communities. Go into the world where you could become vessels for truth, kindness, peace, and change. Hence, make every effort to nurture values and virtues while you can. You are perfectly the graduates that our country needs. Amidst these challenging and critical times, I encourage you to contribute to nation building, yet continuously learning, studying, and researching as you go out doing other things. As what the American writer George Sanders had said, and I quote, "Do all the other things, the ambitious things, travel, get rich, get famous, innovate, lead, fall in love, make and lose fortunes, swim naked in wild jungle river. But as you do, to the extent that you can, err in the direction of kindness." Unquote. Mabuhay ang ating mga PUP graduates. Congratulations and feel happy.
Para sa Class of 2021, isang mapagpalayang araw sa inyong lahat. Hayaan niyong simulan ko ang aking mensahe sa isang mainit na pagbati at pagpupugay sa mga magsisipagtapos ngayong araw na ito. Today, while the situation has somehow improved compared to March of 2020, things are obviously far from how they were before and would probably not go back to the old normal. I understand your frustration of missing a live graduation. Pero saludo ako sa inyo dahil napagtagumpayan ninyo ang mga hamon ng pandemya at naipagpatuloy ang pag-aaral sa kabila ng mga balakid at limitasyon. At ngayon ay mas handa na kayong harapin ang susunod na yugto ng inyong buhay. You and your university were able to courageously respond to the needs of the times, move forward as one, and rise above the challenges. Now on the part of CHED, we acted quickly and conscientiously at the onset of the pandemic and devised ways to allow continued access to quality education through flexible modes of learning. In the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, we ensured that learning continued by adopting a policy of flexible learning. Sa aking pagpadyak sa iba't ibang pamantasan sa buong Pilipinas, ako'y nabigyan ng pagkakataon na makausap, makasama, at makahalubilo ang mga mag-aaral, guro at empleyado ng iba't ibang pamantasan at kolehiyo sa bansa. I heard stories of struggles in the midst of the pandemic. We recognize the diligence, patience, and hard work of both the administrators, the faculty, the staff, and most important, the students, for not allowing the pandemic to ruin your dreams and aspirations. Last February 2021, nakilala ko ang magkapatid na parehong tertiary education subsidy grantees sa Tibiao, Antique. Sila ay si Maria at Remigio Escudero mula sa University of Antique. Ang kanilang ikinabubuhay ay magtinda ng balut at pagtama ng pandemya, nawalan sila ng kabuhayan. When they received their subsidy during the COVID-19 pandemic in May, pagkatapos nilang gastusin ang kanilang test sa mga pangangailangan nila sa pag-aaral, ginamit nila ang natitirang test upang makabangon ang kanilang negosyo at makakuha ng panggastos sa pang-araw-araw na pag-aaral. Last month, when I was in Cebu, I met Renami Nunez. Si Renami ay test beneficiary ng 2 taon na. Ginamit niya ang kanyang unang test subsidy para kabitan ng kuryente ang kanilang bahay dahil naaawa siya sa kanyang kapatid na nag-aaral sa dilim. Her second subsidy was used to buy her first cell phone in her life, and her third subsidy to buy a second-hand laptop for herself and her brother. She continues to study to better herself. She will be the first in her family to get a college education. A few weeks ago, during my bike ride, I met Catherine Ehe, who used her test subsidy para makapagpatayo ng sari-sari store at para ipagawa ang bubong ng kanilang bahay. Makatapos niyang bilhin ang pangangailangan niya for flexible learning. And soon, I hope to meet some of the test beneficiaries in your university. These stories of success from our scholars are the reason why this year we claim victory for free higher education. These stories are proof that the Duterte administration prioritizes free and quality education for our young people. It is also with pride and happiness that I share with you that even in the midst of the pandemic, more than 1.6 million Filipinos in more than 200 public universities now continue to receive quality higher education for free. Sa iba't ibang panig ng ating bansa, ay narinig ko na mga kwento ng tagumpay ng ating mga mag-aaral, lalong-lalo na ang mga nakakakuha ng test at tulong duno. From their success stories, we can already claim that free higher education under RA 10931, the most important social legislation in the history of higher education, is a success. Overall, today, more than 2 million students are supported by the government amidst this global pandemic, so that the students can continue receiving quality education and move closer towards the realization of their dreams to improve themselves and to improve the plight of their families. As we therefore celebrate your graduation today, we look back at the years of hard work and determination, the unwavering commitment in your continuous quest for knowledge. Let your graduation remind you of the gains that you have achieved collectively and individually, and the constant push to do better and to better yourselves as you enter the world of work. As you leave the portals of your university, I am optimistic that you will become active contributors to national growth and the competitiveness of our country. You have been equipped with the necessary competencies anchored on the university's core values. And so you must use this to make your distinctive mark in society by transforming lives. Never stop learning and continue to pursue activities that will serve as precursors of discovery, to ensure continuous productivity and sustainability for our future generations. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2021. Mabuhay kayong lahat.